There's certain things that just won't be spoken about. It will go to the grave.
And I said, Dad, who are those people? We don't talk about those people. We do not talk about those people.
It's just recently that I've realized he was probably mostly Native American.
She could understand everything, but she would never speak it. She would never speak the language.
They suffered, but they were strong. They were very strong.
He was needed by both societies.
That's a loaded question.
Yes, his grandson was my grandfather.
It wasn't really that long ago.
During the decades from 1790 to 1840, well over 100 people of mixed Native and European ancestry came to call Portage home. In this era of cultural shifts and movements, Portage offers a special window into the individual stories and life experiences of Métis families during the 1800s. To some people today, these aren't just names in history books. They're grandma and grandpa. The stigma of being Métis was very real to Portage Métis families. Many chose to seal away their heritage as the price of getting by in society, leaving only intriguing glimpses for today's generation. Over a dozen descendants invite you into their journeys of rediscovery, tracing fascinating threads from centuries prior, reflecting on their ancestors' experiences, and helping us appreciate who these people were and how they navigated the turbulence of the 19th century into the present day. After a century of silence, remembering holds special importance to these descendants as they now steward these stories, these echoes of Métis Portage.
I mean, country's celebrating 250 years this summer, the 4th of July, and 200 years is not that long ago.
You just have to remember, that the history that we have today that's remembered in the future is the history that we record.
Well, I think it's just the realizing that we're all a part of this great story.
Because we're all human beings.
They're part of history. It's out of that respect for what it was that they brought to this region and the part they played in that history. I mean, they were here before white settlement, so you can't just disregard them and say it never happened. And you have to honor them. I mean, they were persistent and, they learned how to adapt to whatever was thrown at them, and just that whole story of the courage that they had as a people needs to be heard.
Hopefully we don't just look backwards, but look forwards too, and we don't repeat the mistakes of the past.
If it's not kept, if it's not talked about, people will lose it and it will be gone forever.
But I just don't think you should deny anybody that. When you're researching history, everybody was part of it, and to take somebody and say, well, they didn't matter, that's not how it should be. Everybody mattered.
Whole chunks in the 1800s and 1700s, they survived brutality and hunger and a lot of uncalled for deaths. That they lived through a lot of things and they stayed strong. And I think it's a story that should be told.
It's important to record these stories because I want the next generation and generations going forward to know who they are and where they come from.
You feel a connection with others, and you get to experience new family that you didn't know about. Being able to fill in gaps, being able to share stories, being able to learn, I think is the biggest thing. Is you can never stop learning, and you need to understand where you come from.
They're a huge part of history.
I think one of the most important thing about being a Métis and finding my lineage is the storytelling. Nobody knows about the Métis. I mean, it's all kind of a hidden history. But if each one of us would think about becoming a thread of this and sharing their stories, because each Métis, whether it's lower M or big M, they're going to have a different history. But I think if we would all share part of our story with each other, we would be making a living sash about our own history, and I think that would be exciting.
We label people.